And I would just like to say, if you haven't checked already, my new video is up. The thumbnail, if it loads, one of the thumbnails looks like this one. And yes, I was just watching Rowan Outwood on my phone just now. Anyways, that's not of importance. Today we're going to talk about my cruise, but specifically, we're going to talk about my experience in Honduras. But if you want to go see the whole cruise video, be sure to go to my channel page and check out my most recent video. But if you're coming back at a different time, the title of it is, if you type Olivia Ritt into your search bar on Google and Western Caribbean cruise should pop up, because it's the only Western Caribbean cruise I have published thus far to date. Oh, and hi James, thank you for joining us in the comments here today. Appreciate your comment. And Honduras. So every port is like only either for the workers and for the people on the cruise to only be there. Now, if you leave the port, you have to make sure that you bring some sort of identification card, but most importantly, your SeaPass card. At least that's what the Royal Caribbean company refers to your cruise card, which access basically your everything on the ship. If you want to do something, you need that SeaPass card. And when we're leaving the port of Honduras, they have these big metal gates that they open and close only to let the taxis, the buses, and then they only let people through if you have your SeaPass, or if you're leaving the port area, they'll let you through. And right as on the other side of the port walls, I would say, is the best way to describe it, there's a bunch of since we were on Honduras people there. I'm not quite sure what's the proper name to categorize it. How do you say people from like Honduras? Like American, people from America are American. Put in the comments below, because I just realized I'm not sure at the moment. Anyways, a lot of people who live in that area around that port, or maybe they even drove there just because they know that day cruise ship's coming, there's going to be a lot of people. Some of them were taxi drivers, and some of them were people that try to be tour guides. And so when we were walking, there was one man that followed us and kept trying to talk to us. We didn't even talk to him. He continued to talk to us as if he was doing a tour, and we kept saying no thank you, because we didn't want to pay him. Because oh, Snowball wants to enter. Hold on. Come on. Are you coming? Outside. Let's go. He went to go outside, so had to let the dog out. He loves being outside too. As I was saying, the guy was following us as we were just walking away from the port. We were trying to get to the city because someone yelled, "City, 5-minute walk." So we're like, okay, we'll walk. Then one of his workers buddies followed us, as I was mentioning, and he kept trying to tell us everything, all the information, and we were just like, no. Well, at first, we just didn't talk at all. We thought he would walk away because we weren't even making eye contact to him or anything. Still continued to follow us, so we were just like, you know what, no thank you, goodbye. Eventually he left, and you have to be aware of that, especially in other countries. They also might do in America. I just haven't had that experience in America. And you have to be aware that there's a high chance that if they continue to talk to you, at some point they're going to ask for money. Because I remember in Greece, when I went to study abroad there, a group of students were offered a flower from someone, and the second one of the students hold it, the lady who gave them the flower was like, okay, $3. And she tried to give it back, and the lady wouldn't accept it. So you got, when you're traveling, or even just wherever you are, you just gotta be aware that whatever people either what they're saying or what they're giving to you, most likely it won't be free. They're going to want some sort of payment. And so, yeah. Although in Honduras, we never ended up getting to the city because, one, there's not really sidewalks over there. And if there is, there's sidewalks for a little bit, but then they're under construction, so then you have to go on the road, but then there's buses driving, and they drive at a speed where if they hit you, they don't really care. At least that's what it feels like. And a lot of people over there like Mexico, at least at the ports we went to, which was Costa Maya and I forgot the first port. I say it in my Western Caribbean cruise video, so you can find it there. A lot of people there drive motorcycles as well, or like scooters, I guess, because it's much more easier to get around than trying to like move a car or a bus. But the only reason why I feel like they have cars or buses is for the tourism, and to bring people to the city. But yeah. And it was interesting to see how the shops on one side, yes, those buildings were run down, but if you looked at the other side of the street, those buildings were more run down. And it was just interesting to like see that on both sides of the street. And you'll see, I did film a lot of our walk during Honduras, and I'll have a whole separate video of our walking experience, of just showing the landscape and where we walked, coming out in a bit, but right now is, I'm not sure, somewhere up here I'll link the cruise, and when the walking video comes up, I'll come back to this and link it as well. And if I haven't, be sure to put in the comments so I could see that needs to be done as well. But yeah, for now, go watch my Western Caribbean cruise video, and be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the walking video of Honduras comes out, or any types of videos. I have a jet ski video coming out, and walking around, I don't think it was Costa Maya, it was the first place in Mexico we went to, which right now, the name of the city is slipping from my mind. But Snowball wants to go back inside, so that's it for now, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.